I find that getting lost, getting the farming. The younger generation don't like to farm. They even don't like to eat yam and banana and dumpling. They love rice. This is the next one. This. Tomato, this tomato. You know, if you go buy no ketchup when you're happy, you have your tomato. You get the original one, fresh one. No ketchup we got to whole heap of thing. Process and this, that and the other. This a tomato, you just come and pick one. See, see blossom. A blossom is start blossom. This start blossom. That means little after this, you see tomato hang down pan it. And it stay there so till it ripe. And me pick that. Can't go in the kitchen. Yes. You know, that thing take gone in the yard. You get the spinach and in that big. So you must know if we make it. Anytime, you go time papa a week when you want in spinach and can't get it. So you must know. You pick off your leaf and you can put in your blender and rub. And you're gone. Spinach. Big lion. The man. The girls they run you down when your feet on them your tea. Everywhere you there, they come dig you down. Merengue. A merengue this. And it be one next thing again now. See it here. Now show you. Yeah. The one here. See one here. The seed in this, but this is young, it can't open here. It stay upon the tree until it fit. And then you get the seed from it and you take it, you eat it like you take a one or a two a daytime. Each day. You take it like pill. Like how you go to a pharmacy and you buy the pill. But this now it's young. So you don't find none see them there in it, but it's young, them young. You have to wait till it dry. Then call it merengue. Young people love it. Nobody no love it like young boy. Young boy then love it. Can make them back strong, and so when a young boy strong, that he want to get strong like lion. No mind if he want mash up bed, buy bed every day. Yes man, a merengue this. See there, see them there. A few merengue them, a merengue, see there. And beer. Yeah man, when you live in a Jamaica, yeah, so man, and you plant every little thing around the yard, man, that's have them happy to eat. You don't have to turn trouble to nobody. You have your own thing. Yes man, merengue. Original merengue. Alright, sir. Yes. Come, we could go over here in our garden, so much way. So we have something called kalalu. We call it ailalu. That's the Rasta man food. Love it like. Then take it boil out. Then boil that. See there? A kalalu. Look for a kalalu. And soon cut it. Kalalu. They call it ailalu. The Rasta man say ailalu and pepper. The Rasta man then love it. Ailalu and pepper. Yes man. That's what the wife is garden still, but the jam one kalalu root in there. Can't eat flowers. Flowers can't eat. See there? A pure ailalu, them are kalalu. When them are flowers. They are seed, the seed up, This a seed, the seed up.
And the seed is good for if somebody have have a hole in the heart.
Yeah, them say
Color
it good
seed.
for your heart.
Yes, you eat the colorless seed, and then now the old time days you eat colorless seed, and them say you cook it in the colorless, and them say the little bean black seed will stop the hole in your heart, or fill the hole in your heart. Yes.
The little seed, you don't eat it, said we. So this now you pick it out and put it down and let it dry. You shake it somewhere. And you have whole heap more color. Look. This, that little part here. So you see a whole heap of use here be good for your heart and it's still good for plant. Yes, your plant. You are going to you take long to roast them and you see them roast one. You show them say right now you hear me. And fire me and make up right now for roast this breadfruit here. I won the 3 beer. You have one whole heap of young one but you never see this one here to tell it fit like this. So you're going to take time to catch this fire. And the straight coconut bowl them me I use. To go roast the breadfruit but not to use some cardboard paper you know to catch the bowl. One of them then call it white heart.
You're not looking at the camera, right?
That one, the white heart one harder for roast. You know?
Yes.
But this one they call it the yellow heart. You know? The yellow heart now it's easy for roast and it's nicer than the white heart. You know? People don't in Jamaica people don't too check for the white heart. Because them say no eat good. But this one you know what the yellow heart. As your queen so you say my grandma always say you take paper roast it. Paper. It roast quick. You feel the weight of it. When it roasts, you know, you just get light. But the white heart now is a problem. It take long for roast and always heavy. So people don't too check that one. But this one we then call the yellow heart. Hey, by your quint man. Picnic the kids them eat it with salt. By your quint them put salt in a plate and a ready breadfruit to eat. Nice with the salt when you eat it hot with the salt. Yes, man.
Tell them.
Some people eat it with butter, margarine.
Yeah.
What is the keeper and blaze? You see it? When you pan it like this, it just blaze up. You see it? Alright.
You've got to want to put gin. I'm going to do a flame it. A potato pudding. Even the government now is saying plant, eat what you grow. Meaning you must have a backyard with your garden. You don't have to go to the store to get the tomatoes. You don't have to go to the store to get the pepper. You don't have to go to the store to get a piece of yam. As long as you have the land, you plant, you reap, and you eat.
Yes, because when you look on it, even the black pepper, we don't too go to the shop and buy the black pepper, the powder one. Because that one don't good for your body. Mostly man don't use black pepper. Because it give you a thing, them say it give you some stoppage. So when you have your own pepper in your backyard, you can just go and pick one fresh. And you put it in your pot or you cut it up in what you're looking after. Well, I couldn't tell it day last. I go to the shop and ask for black pepper. And not even know it to that again. You know, the one that they sell into the pack. So, you know, it's important for you to have a backyard farming as long as you're living in Jamaica where you can get place to plant. You just need the seed. You go to the shop, the agricultural shop, and you buy a pack of pepper or you buy a pack of tomato and you buy everything selling in that shop that you can buy and plant. Okay? And you don't have to use the fertilizer. You get the manure from the fowl. The fowl, you have your fowl farm and you just get the manure from that and you throw it into your farm. And you don't have to buy the fertilizer. Okay? Because the fertilizer go back and hurt you. So better you use the manure. Okay? Thank you.
God didn't give us the fire for cook. You know, He never give us the fire for cook. And we decide to start cooking because we decide we want to eat dead flesh and we want to eat roots that we can't naturally eat and we want to eat all kind of things. But raw is definitely better than cooked. I say cooked because some places you can't get enough raw and the food that you get you have to cook it. If you eat it without being cooked, you will die of all kind of intestinal diseases. Okay? So once again, health depends upon food, but food depends on the quality or the necessary food you need for this machine to keep going depend upon your environment. And I feel like if we eat according to what the environment provide, we're good. Eat more raw than cooked, we're good. Eat more liquid than solid, we're good. You know, eat more natural. In other words, don't add the salt, don't add the sugar, don't add even the turmeric and the ginger and all that. Try to eat the food as it is, you know, because all of that, sometimes you're creating more problems for yourself. Because if you're not good at mixing, you sometimes you mix some things that shouldn't be mixed. So to me, eat single food. Don't sit down and eat 3 and 4 and 5, 6 things. If you're eating apples, eat apples. You know, eat just like the food that Jah provide the food. Jah give you a mango tree, Jah give you an orange tree, He never give you one tree with 6 different things on it. To me, that's the way it should work. And when I deal with the program Meals to Heal, that's the whole concept. Single food. And when you do it like that too, what you will also be able to do is observe your own body and how your body deal with it and how your body work with it, you know? And then you can decide. One thing I do say though, food, grow it yourself. That's the only way you're gonna know what you eat. Grow it yourself. Because you are what you eat, and we're gonna talk some more about that.
Yeah, I find that getting lost, you know, getting the farming. The younger generation don't like to farm. They even don't like to eat yam and banana and dumpling. They love rice. That's why the farming kind of getting down. But we as the older head, we love our farming, you know? You know, because you have the younger head, them they're not going to peel banana, you know? Even in the supermarket now, I go to the supermarket and see them making dumpling in fridge, you know, because the younger head don't like to knead the flour and make a good dumpling. And when my grandfather, they used to use the cassava to make dumpling, banana to make dumpling. Those things kind of dead out because the younger head not doing that. But you know, they like to eat it. They will yam it. I know they yam it, you know. But to direct cook it, them don't want to do it, you know. Or to cut a banana and grate it and then add the flour to it and then you make a nice banana dumpling. Or cassava, you grate the cassava, mix it with flour and you take it, cassava dumpling. Okay? You find the younger head them now not doing that.
We're dying younger. We're dying of so many diseases that they can't come up with new names fast enough. Okay? And the dishonesty is that they're not telling us that it's the food. Our body is made up of food. No doubt about it. If you don't feed the baby the milk, the baby can't grow. So that's the reason why we know food makes the body grow and food maintains the body, right? So this non-food to me, sometimes I think that maybe they might know what they're doing, you know. Because you see, this new age and this new world that we're entering into, and these new chemicals that's going to be attacking us, and these new bombs that they're going to be dropping on us, the only bodies that may be able to survive is the non-food body, because they're made up of the same things. I mean, honestly, you know, I think about that, you know. So sometimes you have to wonder if there's not even more reason than money why certain things becomes the norm, honestly, you know. Apart from the fact that, from what I understand about these new bombs, when they drop them, there ain't gonna be no food around, you know. The earth will be so messed up we don't know if we're going to be able to grow anything. Jano, which is why we said grow and learn to grow inside.
Health-wise, younger generation, they are doing research. They are grasping back to their roots. Reason being, where they eat the things that they're not supposed to eat, and they get sick, they go to the doctor, and the doctor might not help them 100%. They go back to their old fashioned way from their grandparents. They go back and start to eat healthy. Because if you notice now, you have children 10 years old, 12 years old, 15 years old, and is taking insulin. So what the parents are doing and the grandparents, they are taking up their children in hand and going back to their old roots, going back to the farm. They are going right back to the farm and they are going right back to the herbs. Yes, they are going right back to the herbs. You have to live here. You have to live here. We live here, we learn about our plants.
Remember, I have the breadfruit to me. I don't want it burn up. Okay?
We live here, so we learn about our plants. Our grandparents teach us about our plant, our herbs. And the thing about herbs, somebody have to teach somebody. And when you know this is good for this, you protect it. You intend to plant more of it and learn more of it. And as technology go by now, you try to do more research about it.
Well, I am 61 years old now. I can tell you that. And I learned from my grandfather. So you must know how long. How long. So I know from a way back. Because I think what I'm seeing now in my days, in my little boy days, I never used to see it in, you know. My grandfather, even food, some food now you don't see it again. So I get enough experience from my grandfather and know that that is good and that is good and that is good. But you don't see it again more than so because through the farming is going down. They only deal with mostly catch crop now. A whole heap of thing that I used to see in my little boy days in food and herb. Where I don't see again. If I am to see it, probably is in the woods I have to go and see it. You know, because you're not going to see people planting it outside here again. But my grandfather used to plant certain things, what I don't see again. Way back, where I don't see again, and he used to tell me, say, that good for even your belly hurting you. Even your belly hurting you. My father could have shown you and say, or my grandfather could have said, go pick that bush and boil it. Go boil that bush. And quick time, you don't have to run to the doctor. Nowadays, people have a little headache or a little belly ache. Them have to go to the doctor and then the doctor send them to pharmacy. In my boy days, when I was going to the farming with my grandfather, everything, every earthly thing, we don't hardly know about doctor. When you hear a man going to doctor, it comes surprise to you to hear a man go doctor. You know, we have bush, herb for everything. So it's a lot of experience I get from my grandfather coming up, where I can say, I go out there and see my friend and he say, Lord, my head hurt me. I can say, go put on even the isle nut. You might not know the isle nut now because you're young, but they have a thing them called isle nut. You pick the leaf and you quail it and your head hurt you and you tighten your head and it stops. Well, you don't see that again. So it's a lot of experience I get from my grandparents way back, you know. And now it helped me a lot, you know. Even sometimes you're doing it, the younger head laugh after you. Daddy, what that you do? And what that you do, daddy? After you leave from you. Me say it good is a medication. It draw out pain out of you. Mm. So
No
I say
side
go.
effect.
Mm-hmm.
The almond leaf,
Mm-hmm.
can also is good for pressure. And it draws out and if you tie the almond leaf to your head, quail, the ripe one, put it to your head, tie it on. It's good for pressure.
Even look on the Cersei. Cersei. There is no medication for belly ache like the same Cersei that you boil. Every time, when I was young and growing up, anybody have headache, you don't go to no pharmacy. You boil Cersei immediately.
Bush from
Go
the
boil
land.
Cersei for your belly. Them did have a song one time then called Elena. Go boil Cersei for your belly. As the belly ache yourself, go boil Cersei. And it's not a joke thing. Because your belly hurt at this moment and you get the dry Cersei bitter. It's tea and cup when you boil it. And when you chew it and you take to swallow, your belly stop hurt you. Yes. Nowadays, now these young people gone to the pharmacy to buy pill and
Side effect.
and buy this and buy that. Everything is money. But those days, you just go on the fence and draw like a Cersei. Belly ache done. That's so it go. First time, no, nowadays is different. Okay.
So is the government and the authorities, are they trying to get people to go back to the land?
Farming.
They're trying
The
to
government is trying to get back people to
Yeah,
do
but
farming.
government try a lot to get back people to farming, but the younger head not doing it. Anywhere you go and you see farming going on, you find
Big age.
middle age and
Older
bigger people in farming. But the younger head now, them you can't tell them about farming. Because the thing is this, that's why they have a thing they call catch crop. That is 6 weeks and 8 weeks and 10 weeks. You know? You can't tell them to plant something and you go, even banana. You can't tell the younger head them now to plant banana. Or even yam. You have people who plant yam because me have all my son now is yam in plant, mostly yam. Yam. But in plant catch crop in between. Because the catch crop now is 6 weeks. So they make the money quicker. Is that them looking on it? You can't take 1 year to earn some money. So I'm not going to plant yam, I'm not going to plant banana. I'm going to plant string bean, tomato, cucumber. Those is catch crop then call those things. Even the Irish potato, you can get it in a 10 week. So you find out the younger people them now, them like the ready money. Bam, bam, and money ready. So them not going to go there so no one chop down the piece of land from here so go so and if it take time to fark it up because it's compulsory. Most farming you have to fark up the land. You get chopped and dig down the land. And then you're going sow. So it take a little time. So the younger head them doing that. You know? Them doing that long waiting. You know? That's why you find so much young people dishonest. Because them like the ready cash. Okay? But the whole ahead now we sit down and plant a banana and them know say nah, you don't go want see it come. You boast when you see your banana grow and start come up. Because you know say one day if you don't get banana out of it, your grandson or your son or your granddaughter go and chop a banana out of it one day. If you are the father who plant it, don't get any. But you leave a tree bearing. Okay? But the younger head them down in that. They like that thing they call ready cash. Okay.
so
Education is good. The education is good. And the young people them, you know, they love the education. Some of them. You know? So most of them now is the computer thing. And you know the computer now is just a ready thing, ready thing, ready thing. So that's why you see most of them down into the farming. You know, and the education is working because it is working. It is conquering the farming. You know, and you know you have some nice teacher now in school teaching good things. You know, it's just for the youth to take it up. Cause you have some of them they rather sit down on the sidewalk and dig out their hand make, and they send them to school, them don't take in anything, and them not farming, and them don't have any education. Okay? But you have a couple of them, and you can count a couple of them who sit in and take in them education and know, say, is it them have to live off for days to come. Because I'm not going to go there to chop down land and plant things. So I have to live off of my education. Okay? So that is it. You know? The education is very good. Because you know nowadays, you know my boy days, I talk from school a lot of days just to go in the farm and go help my father. Nowadays, they're not going to find that. You know? Enough time me there school and my father used to plant a lot of yam and he never have the money to buy the stick because you have to stick the yam. So my father go to the bush in the morning and he cut a whole heap of yam stick going to the woodland. And I have to leave school and make 2 trips in the woodland. You know? And tomorrow me you hear daddy say, you can't go to school tomorrow, you have to come carry yam stick. So that those days they check for the farming more than the education. But nowadays education come first. You know? But in my boy days, the farming come first because it have to make we yam. We have to yam some food. You know? We don't have the money to go buy the big food at supermarket. So we have to go plant the yam. You know, because it will happen yam next year. So those days they put the farming first. And they never check say one day you're going to come where you're going to need the education and it work more than the farming. Because nowadays it's coming like food coming out of computer. You don't stay like long time gone where you know say, no, it's coming like food is coming out of the computer. So then put the education first. And then now the farming kind of die down. Till you catch crop.
So where does most of the food come from in Jamaica? Is it a lot of it imported or?
I want to tell you, say, no, plenty of them import from America. You have onion, you have garlic, you have orange, you have tomato, even corn.
Yes, corn is important.
Most of them import. We grow it in Jamaica. It grow, everything that I tell you there, grow in Jamaica. But then don't get the amount because the family, the population get bigger. And you don't have that amount of farming like first. You know? Because some you have certain parish where they don't do no farming at all. Even on the north coast here where we live, it's just a little backyard farming them deal with. You know, so they have to buy food when you walk down the street there. You see vehicle park every 3-4 car park at that corner selling food out of them car back. Where that if them was doing farming, nobody would have to go there go buy. So through that now you have we don't get the amount of food to suffice. You know? We get everybody gets so you have to one shipload of tomato come in, one shipload, even orange. Orange dead out in Jamaica. You don't have orange like first. When me a little boy, I could have eat orange a morning time for my breakfast. Nowadays, when you see one little one, it's like egg. You know, when you glimpse a little one, it's like egg. So you see the farming now kind of go down. So through that now, is everything in the supermarket. Everything. So they import a lot Irish potato. Yeah. When you go into the market, you see 2 types of Irish potato. One is from foreign,
Imported.
one is imported
Local.
and one is local. You go there, you see tomato. One is local and one is
imported.
you see garlics. You see how garlics them, you know, those things. Onion.
One is imported and one is local.
When you're going to, and anytime you're going to the supermarket, if you know about farming, you know the local different from the import. So you have to know which one to buy because the local one is 100% better, and it serve you longer in your house because the import one go on so much fridge before it come here. So as you carry it, go to your house and put it down,
Right.
it spoil. You know? So you have to be wise and know when you go into the supermarket, you're not buying, we don't want the imported one. And you have to know. The Irish potato, you can't know it. You can't know it. You know? It's two type of Irish. So you must know the type you want. Okay? Mm-hmm.
We still have some parishes in Jamaica that does a lot of farming. Like Westmoreland, we call it the basket parish, or the breadwinner. The basket, a woman always have a basket, and the basket always have a lot of
pay
things.
attention to that breadfruit.
The woman always have a basket, and you know a lot of things in the basket when she's coming from. The basket parish is Westmoreland. Westmoreland produces a lot of scallion, tomatoes, and stuff like that. And you have St. Mary does the coconut and the banana. So we have the different parishes that plant the different type of crop. Where we still get maybe it's an half and half situation when you go into the supermarket or when you go into the market. It's an half and half situation. But what our housewives in Jamaica are doing now, we get wise, we get smarter, so we buy our local. Most of the time when we do buy the imported stuff is when we cannot get the local stuff. But I think people are getting wiser, smarter, and start to do a little farming, a little backyard farming. If it's into a container, the housewife is planting a tomato and a pepper tree. Yeah, we're getting wiser and smarter because it's the best of all.
And same as how you see me a crepe it here, she will still go back up peel it. Me vex. Because me no love no way like that part, yeah. This part here. You know? I hit at that part that me love. So see then now, and near me stage you reach. See, say, you can't hungry. If you're hungry, you are hungry. You know?
You're not hungry for long.
If you are hungry, same thing with yam. I said we roast yam and crepe it, and near me with saltfish or salt. You know? Look on the breadfruit where you did see me with. And you see it now, and near me see this. You give mommy this now, make mommy look after it. I make the whole away near me. When me scrape it here now, mommy take you and carry go in the kitchen and deal with it. It's cake. If you put on this till the morning now, you have to fry it, you know. Be nice again. But you see when you eat it like this and eat it hot, you don't want to stop eating. You know? See it there now. You see what I show you? I'm ready. Sweet breadfruit this thing yam. So you see. I'm going to do the salt.
So we saw it start from on the tree.
Yes.
It come down.
See a pepper here.
You know, I eat the skin now. The margarine, like how it hot now. The margarine pan and it pan melt.
A black plate, black of
Stop eating. Mommy, we know you know prettiness after man.
You want more?
Yes, that.
Oh, it's remain now?
Yeah, this is the best part.
Yes.
People have to see how it come from the tree,
Yes.
and now people happy.
So you can
You put the butter on the breadfruit. See it? Melting. Right, that's how we do it in Jamaica.
I say this is Jamaica.
Yeah?
Fresh off a tree.
Fresh from the tree.
This is Jamaica
Roast
style.
it on the fire. And we put the butter on it. And the heat from the breadfruit melt the butter. See it there? It's melting. See it? It's melting. That's how our grandparents used to eat it when they go to the woods and they're not carrying a pot, they roast the breadfruit and carry some butter or some salt and then just eat it and cocoa leaf or banana leaf. They didn't use plate, they used banana leaf or cocoa leaf.